get rich? Do you want to get success in your life? Do you want a healthy life without stress? I can ask few more questions like this, but the answer for all those questions is yes, of course. In this book, the author talks at length about the power of your subconscious mind. He first draws on the example of two types of people that which he calls the magnetized man who is full of courage and confidence and demagnetized man who is full of fear and doubt. Promoting visualization as perhaps the most effective method, develop a definite plan for turning over your request or desires to subconscious mind. Imagine the end desired and feels its reality. Follow it through and the antidote to this he recommends is self-observation, where our attention rather than being fixed or externals is directed inwards. Self-observation is the mean of interior change, the change of the heart. Whether you think you can or you can't, you are right. Your thought and beliefs make real that which is your mind. Promoting visualization as perhaps the most effective method. Develop a definite plan for turning over your request or desires to subconscious mind. Imagine the end desired and feels its reality. Follow it through and you will get definite results. By painting the picture as it were alive, create the kind of mindset that believes the image is already a reality. Imagining what you want to happen to become a reality is way to make the same reality manifest. Fear. Man is what he thinks all day long. Murphy states that overthinking, worrying, and anxiety all have determinantal effect on our psychological factors, which is turn disrupt our subconscious mechanism. The antidote to this and in mindful motivation is to simplify, let go, relax, and still the wheels of your thought processes. Most fluctuations and anxieties Murphy asserts are due to unfulfilled desires. In this way, dwelling on obstacles will simply block our subconscious from working effectively. During this process, it's essential not to succumb to fear. The subconscious mechanism. All of our aspirants for a better life originated in our subconscious. Your subconscious speaks to you in intuition, impulses, intimations, urges, and ideas. And it is always telling you to rise, transcend, grow, advance, adventure, and move to greater heights. Murphy states that wealth is a subconscious mechanism which we must build into our mental reality. Wealth, according to Murphy, isn't attracted through hard labor or envy but springs from our subconscious. After all your efforts, that it was not only the money you needed, you also desired true expression of your hidden talents, true place in life, beauty and joy of contribution to the welfare and success of others. Murphy infers that the accumulation of wealth should be a byproduct of other and more nurturing and fundamental activities. Next said about the three steps to success. First, love your work. Step to success is to find out the thing you love to do and then do it. Success is loving your work. Murphy suggests asking for guidance. Specialized when we love our work, Murphy suggests that we should identify a particular branch in that pursuit and learn as much as possible, then become a leader in that field. If we do have difficult decisions to make along this path, Murphy states that we must be free from fear and worry. To do our best, most critical thinking is needed. If we constantly search for what's wrong in our environment, we are certain to find it and moreover attract more negative experience. As Marcus Aurelius said, choose not to be harmed. And you won't feel harmed. In order to improve our mental outlook, we must start by monitoring and editing our thoughts, react and think in a new way. To believe in something is to make it your reality. As a man imagines and feels, so does he becomes whatever he gives attention to grows and whatever lives on, but a mirror reflecting our beliefs. The productive seeds of sustained imagination must be planted in the mind many times before they finally take root and grow. So begin now by choosing your thoughts and changing your beliefs and reality. The power of the subconscious mind is a complete life changer. It tickles the mind of the reader and pushes the reader to think positively. The most important part is that it also provides ways inculcated such thoughts. The methods mentioned in the book are universal applicable. They do work if exercised with full concentration. I would like to say that one should read this book at least once. This novel will train your mind to attract positivity in life. Further, it will help the reader in goal orientation. The degree of achievement of the reader of this book get higher. The difference between the conscious and subconscious is very well explained. Also, the author states that the subconscious mind works as the master secret of the ages. The text is perfect blend of faith and belief. Dr. Murphy believes that by using this power, one can do anything beyond their thoughts. The author describes the way to wipe out one's fear. He quotes an example of how an opera singer used the same subconscious technique to kick the stage fear. He says, when in doubt, sleep off. Do not ever pressure on your subconscious mind because after a night's rest, one can confidently take right decision. Conclusion. The power of your subconscious mind is a complete motivational guide. The book gives a strong message that belief is all that matters to bring your actions to reality. It is not only a book but a seed of wisdom which deserves a place in every shelf or library. The book really shows up many ways for the readers to make use of their inner creativity. The concepts are simple, clear, effective. If what I gained reading this book, I will say positivity, visualization, and importance of subconscious mind. Everyone can follow these simple techniques, but it takes time to implement them. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Gunasegaran. I am doing MBA in Avides Academy of Management. Efficiency is doing things right, but effectiveness is doing the right thing. And my book presentation is Time Management, and the author is Sudhir Dikshit. This book is very useful in our day to day life. We learn a lot of practical knowledge. This book is actually for all people. And I want to say that this book is really good for us. If you follow this book, you will get to know the essential of his time management but life management. This gives you success in everyday and day to day life. I am going to explain 13 principles of time management, but we have to know the three fundamental principles. First, why do we feel there shortage of time nowadays? Have you ever thought when we feel such a shortage of time nowadays, we often get irritated, provoked, tense, or lose our temper? When we are not able to finish our work on time, we always in a hurry because of lack of time. Due to this, our blood pressure increase, our relationship suffers, our mental balance get disturbed, and sometimes even accident occur. The fact is that shortage of time has become an unpleasant but unavoidable part of our lives. So we have to make our time useful. Time is gold. Time is precious, but we have to learn new things in everyday life. The second fundamental principle is how much time do you actually have? God has best found some with more beauty and some with less. Some with one initiate and some with less. Some people have got more wealth and some have got less. But the wonderful thing is that everyone has got the same amount of time. Example 24 hours a day. Time is the only wealth which you cannot deposit in the bank. Passing time is not in our control. It keep on leaking from your hands with each movement of the hands of a clock, which remain in our hands is only how we utilize your time. If you utilize it well, the consequence would be equally good. But if you misuse it, the consequence will be bad. So we have to manage time at good ways. And the third fundamental principle, how precious is your time? Time is the concern of our life. It is the only coin you have, and only you can determine how it will speak or how it will spend. But carefully, lest our let other people spend it for you. It is often said that time is money, but is saying that not completely true. The truth is that this wealth is only prospective wealth or potential wealth. If you utilize your time well, only then you may earn wealth. On the other hand, if you misuse your time, you may lose the prospectus of every money. Do you actually know how much precious of valuable your time is? If not, then use the following formula to know it. The formula is to know the value of time. The value of your 1 hour is equal to your income divided by your working hours. First principle is maintain a logbook of your time. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Just as you make a budget of your money, make a budget of your time as well. For making a budget, you need to calculate where and how money is being spent. Adopt the same policy in the matter of time, taking a diary and keep a record of how much time you are spending on which task. Do this for 1 week. This record is called law book in driver paralysis. This is what they used to keep a record of how many kilometers their vehicle has traveled and how much area they have covered. The more accurate you are in recording your entries about time, the more beneficial is it would be for you. Remember another point, because it will give you a successful life when you manage time. Maintain a logbook of your own time in your life. Set a financial goal. It is the goal that shapes the plan. It is the plan that sets the action. It is the action that achieves the result. And it is the result that brings the success. And it is all begin with a simple word called goal. If you don't have any goal, then your success is doubtful. If you don't know where you want to reach and you cannot reach anywhere, being starting a journey, if you don't know where you want to go, you will never reach there. In the same way, you must also know where you want to reach in terms of financial position. Only then you may reach there. If you want to do something in life, keep in mind that you cannot do anything unless you set up a goal. So please everyone has set a goal to achieve your life. And do the most important task first. A wise person does at once what a fool does at last. Both do the same thing, only at different time. Usually our routine is such that whatever risk comes before us, we start doing that. That's why an whole time is spent doing plenty or insufficient tasks. Our important work remains unfinished just because we are lost in doing insufficient thing. An ambitious person should remain alert when it comes to this because to achieve success it is necessary that important work should be done first. Remember that success is not achieved through insufficient action but thoughts the significant one. You should keep your clear mind and not waste your time in doing unimportant things. So we have to know that what are the tasks we have to do in life. Learn how to delegate work. Time management is actually a problem with most small business owner as they have to do most of the work themselves. From small things to big things, everything. Nobody can do every work himself herself, but there are a few people who try to do every work themselves. Naturally, they are unsuccessful in the day. So we have to delegate in our work. Work in your prime time. Things which matter most but never be at the mercy of things which matters least. The cost of advertisement on TV is the highest during prime time. Example 8 to 10 pm. The duration of advertisement is the same, but it cost increase. The remain of the increased price is that it this was if this broadcast during prime time, it is watched by more speculator. But the concept of identify your prime time so that you can make the best use of it. Do you do your most important or most creative work during this time only so that you can finish them early. Don't waste your prime time during the insufficient task because you can finish those in your free time also. Organize ourselves. The man who does waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. Disordered or unorganized life create a lot of problem of us. One of them is that our time gets wasted unwillingly without any reason, and the sad things about it is that somehow we ourselves are responsible for that. So be in organize yourself. Maintain a timetable. Time is what we want most, but want else we were worst. Just as it necessary to wastage of money by making the budget in the same way, it is absolutely necessary to make a timetable in order to less your wastage of time. Your timetable may be two type: complete detailed timetable or brief timetable. For example, 8 hours sleep, 2 hours breakfast, lunch, dinner, tea, coffee, etc. 2 hours for TV, news, magazine, newspaper, etc. 1 hour communicating to and from office. 1 hour social life. 2 hours family life. 8 hours job, business, others work. This is the situation you tell yourself that you would work from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and from 2 p.m. to 7 a.m. or 8 p.m. Living your life without a plan is like watching television with someone else holding the remote control. Get into action. Footprints on the sands of time are not made by sitting down. You may face failure in spite of making the best plan if you don't implement them. Action is that magic would is bring success to you. If you wish to get success, get impressed in action and keep working till you get successful. If you learn the best use of time, this time will give you the reward which you keenly wishes for, be it honor, success, wealth, happiness or anything else that you want. So make use of your time a truthful way. If you see a snake, just kill it. Don't appoint a committee on snakes. fixed deadline. How much time he saves who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks. Deadline means the maximum time limit. Actually, the word deadline has been derived from the line that was drawn around a jail into olden times. So we have to manage time. So fix deadline to get success in time management. Decide which work is to be done at what time. I learned that we can do anything but we cannot do everything, at least not at the same time. So think of your potentials not in terms of what activity you do, but when you do things, timing is everything. So make use of the time at a right way. Make minimum use of mobile phone. Just think about how many things we do with our phone. We talk on the phone, listen to songs, watch movies. Not only that, we play games and do chatting, visit Facebook, visit Instagram, and everything. So, we have to make a good point that we want to use minimum usage of mobile phone at time management. Avoid laziness. Idleness is the Dead Sea that swallows all visitors. You should avoid being lazy if you wish to save time. Whenever we came across any difficult work, we try to escape it and became logitic. But other than we have to avoid laziness in our life to get success in time management and to get success in life. Take advantage of the power of the subconscious mind by planning. When I was a young man, I observed that 9 out of 10 things I did were failure. I don't want to be a failure, so I did 10 times more work. Thank you.
Hi friends, it's me Arvind Kumar from AM Business School. My book review is Think Fast and Slow. Author name is Daniel Kahneman. Uh, let's go to book review for I will tell you my what is the experience of the book reading from inside. I will just I buy the book from 1 month before only. Just I studied. This book is very biggest. I will study the small part or 5 units. That's only. The book, how to how to take a decision, own decision. Nothing that's like also how to decide. All other brains are immediately can be a response. I see one chapter of this book, 11th page. The fireman was he's telling of building fully fired. He's seeing and telling, shouting and tell all people get out from this place. This is very hot and he's rescued all peoples and totally the fire was increasing. Total building is collapsed and building was demolished. It's analyzed the way his year was unusual. It's a quiet and indication for predict ideas. It's a old person can be always tell no. This decision is always correct. Old person still is always correct. The book having a two systems: system one, system two. Immediately, fast, effort, System 1 is System 2 is 2 plus 2. You can immediately tell answer. You ask a difficult question, no, 9 8 are oh, that's a difficult question, no, that's like laziness, called laziness only, that's system 2. System 1 system 1 and 2, it's how do you know that I will, it's one is one the influence itself. For example, something you really know, the green, blue, yellow, orange, black, white, that's a order, no, it's a system 1 is always reactor. System 2 is laziness. Out you see the largest one is to study, look, no, in the school time, no, you will see the teachers tell to stand and read a board, you still suddenly you stand, no, this is called system 2. System 2 is over focusing. You are focusing in the board is focus, no, that is only focusing. Something in difference in the system 2, this is called example, the magician, illusions, it's all working from this concept only. Over focusing is system 1 is illusion. You can tell like your own thoughts. Illusion is what is mean, you like some two lines are arrow mark left and right, actually one line look because on one line is because cogniting anything is you thinking your own thought of your, that's is called cognitive calculation. One gentleman look, system 1 is telling is gentleman is look much. Second 2 is system 2 is look, working housekeeping man is also look, that is called that's only for that's format giving it. I tell you a little story. I was studying the book. One judge was eating breakfast and going to court. He's telling positive commands to in courts. In court, he's doing a job. That time is coming to 12:30. He's again he's telling the break time is going to eating lunch. The person is telling there's one case having, you tell and leaves the last case. The judge is became angry. He's having some issues of health. He's telling this is time up. I want to go to an eating. He's getting attention, and that like he's doing some issues. That's like the main of the book is giving a tips how to useful for your life. Advertisement, creating advertisement, pamphlets, attracting people's boldness, normal text, bold effect. Next, dark blue, yellow, light blue, bright green, impressing colors. Your content will be simple and crisp. You cannot be getting a complex. Mostly preferring most stock market feel is switch first. SRD Coco, FOSH ஒரே லெவலில் பெர்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணுது. இட்ஸ் ப்ரிஃபரிங் ஃபார் simple and structure timing of feminist system. One is immediately do a immediate process will be execute. System 2 is you can be difficult work. That's only hard work only is doing difficult. That's only known as system 1 is two immediate term ideas. 1 1 1 2, that's like that faster ideas. A B C D is telling no. There's a two having difference. No, there's I'm giving some example now. Having no Facebook, Instagram, having CUs no is something some company gets down no. That time that company get got no. That CU can be right success. That's only is telling. You get your own fear no fear. It's not be a big example. It's a beautiful answer. I will tell you a small example of the meaning. When you go to hotel no Western hotel, so always see youngsters mostly order prefer one dishes only Chinese dishes. It's always paneer butter masala. You go no, it's subtle and always maintaining quality and safety measure is always that one. I see also many hotel. I was going hotel no. Many person mostly ordered the paneer butter masala only. It's a very common thing. Another one is something I telling one boy is height, bigger height. Telling example, my brother also become same height only. Is no, it's not accepted. He still I am you are with I am very taller. He still argument me. It's called first system. I was telling again the example also. You easily can be understand. You getting a married no. Having a marriage no. After marriage you getting 1 year will be happy. After 5 years you will get fully very sad and life very difficult life only. Another example, you getting a new car no. Car got you not got a no car also. Your book no that the idea will you think no the car I want to ready this one that's one you think no that's only the third process. And the second you not actually buy the car was standing under basement is also something happen. You will go and check also. That's one that's called that's also one of the option. And then only you not get a car, not getting a car, you not get happy also. You are driving not also not happy. You standing and keeping it you get happy, more than happy. Final I will tell about this book. I will study the small chapters. This book is very bigger book. Different effects. How to decide, how about to decide. That's a many part of I studied the 5 parts only. Thank you for giving this opportunity to AAM. Thank you, Roshni ma'am.
Hi, I'm Divya. I'm currently pursuing MBA plus PGDM in Avidas Academy of Management. I start with this quote, reading is the gateway skill that makes all other learning possible, said by Barack Obama. I'm going to talk about The Lean in Woman Work and the Will to Lead, written by Sheryl Sandberg. This is my first book I read. Just a minute. This is my first book I read. I start with the author Sheryl Sandberg. When Sheryl Sandberg wrote Lean in Women Work and the Will to Lead, she had already worked in a reputed government and non-government organization for a significant period of her time. She had also been through a divorce after a marriage and lasted just 1 year. She had married for a second time and other 2 children from her second husband. This gave her adequate insight into the different work environment, the existing problem for women at work, the problems if a relationship where a partner is not completely supportive of other partner ambitions. With 2 children, Sandberg also understands the many doubts and the trying pace of motherhood of the woman goes through. And she used all of her experience and her insight into work-life balance to write a book that can help women gain confidence at work and help them rise into leadership position. As a leader herself, Sandberg feels that when more women are in leadership position, then it is more likely that they will be able to bring changes in the work environment that reduce gender bias and value men and women equally. Then in her book, she explained the concerns of working women and the prevalence of gender bias even in this age. She also discussed the problem faced by women because of existing bias which have been deeply grained in the society. She talks about situation that many women can relate to and have experienced in her own offices. Additionally, the book also talks to women about the phase when they start planning a family. Through her books, Sandberg encourages women to work even when she is planning a family, so that she does not feel like she is stuck in a job that does not fully match her potential. After she returned from maternity leave, there are a lot of practical tips for ambitious women to do well in the office. She also advises women to choose their partners carefully, since supportive partners can help them further their career, while not supporting partners can bring unexpected changes in their ambitions, where they may either be forced to leave their jobs or settle for jobs with fewer responsibility. The book has received a mixed response from her readers. Some have been able to quickly relate with the Sandberg's experience and her advice. Other feels that Sandberg does not completely explain about the problem of women with respect to their financial status. The existing relationship and the culture that they have grown in as a result, the book appeals to only those women who can afford the luxury of a nanny, the ability to choose their own partners, and the chance to voice their concerns at work. The book even led to the creations of Lean is an organization by Sheryl Sandberg. The organization aim is to empower women to talk up more leadership roles and help each other grow successful. Lean in by Sheryl Sandberg. If you have ever wondered what it takes for a woman to succeed and lean in business, you should read Sheryl Sandberg's book Lean in Women Work and the Will to Lead. The book draws heavily from what Sandberg has learned from being a Facebook Chief of Operating Officer. CEO from 2008, it also discussed the challenges women faces in business and know they can lean into those challenges. The book is a rich collection of actionable strategies any woman can use to achieve success. You like the sound of his book, you can get into free with the trial of Audible using the link in the descriptions. Yes. The best lesson from the book, lesson 1, seize opportunities, the rallying, the call and the lean in is the need for women to lean in the leadership roles in business on many occasions. The author advises women to seek and seize all opportunities available to them in business. Or as Sandberg puts it, women should lean into business and career opportunities. They should remain engaged instead of disengaged. 3. during all form of business meetings and voice their compelling ideas and what lean in means and the importance of leaning in. Sandberg knows lean in means
3.
unhesitantly seizing opportunities. We hold ourselves back in ways both big and small by attacking self-confidence, by not raising our hands and by pulling back when we should. Learning in is learning in. She further advised women to shift from thinking I am not ready for that to thinking I want to do that. I will learn by doing it. Takeaway, as Sandberg mentions, motivation in writing the book was to encourage and empower women to seize opportunity and overcome challenges as the path to career success. She notes I have written. This book to encourage women to dream big, forge a path through the obstacles and achieve their full potential. I am happy that each woman will set her own goals and reach them with gusty implement strategy. In our personal life, by becoming aware of any available opportunities you have previously overloaded and overlooked into term and lean into them. This speaks and stand up for what you believe in at various points. Sandberg notes that but as a woman to lean with opportunities and seize them, how to embrace the mantra of being bold enough to speak and stand up for your ideas, virtues and opinions. Sandberg advises women to break free from limiting society conditional that has birthed the belief that women are less capable than they are. She notes that in addition to shifting your focus from what you think you cannot do or not only ready for your should instead
3.
focus on doing things that are outside of your comfort zone and feet and become very comfortable being in a leadership role and power, especially when you deserve what that role. Take away if you are in a leadership position or striving to be in one position or striving to be in one. Embrace the notion of speaking up for yourself and your ideas. Sandberg notes in this book, taking initiative pays off. It's hard to visualize someone as a leader if she is always writing to be told what to do. Lesson 3 to mindful of initiating yourself back. And Sandberg notes that even through society has conditioned women to believe themselves not as capable as they indeed are the main hindrance of women being in power and leadership. Is not this conditioning, as the author puts it, the main challenges is women holding themselves back by adapting a limiting belief and choosing to sit back. Learning in seizing opportunities and speaking up for what their belief and opinion. She mentioned that even though women are capable and invaluable in the workplace because they often feels like imposters, unworthy and undeserving of leadership and top position. They often lean out and give up changes that have the potential to lead the promotion. She notes despite being achievers, even experts in their field, women can seem to shake the sense that it is only a matter of time until they are found for who they really are, imposters with limited skills or abilities. Takeaway on how to overcome hard-wired beliefs and inner barriers. That the author offers women suggestions such as equal division of labor within the home environment, speaking up and learning instead of back belief that a career is a jungle gym instead of a ladder, and to become immediately aware conclusion whether you need some in work women and the will to lead teach you something. And this book's content contains the leadership ambitions gaps. What would you do if you were not afraid? Sit at the table. Success and likability. It's a jungle gym, not a ladder. Are you my mentor? Speak the truth. Don't believe before you leave. Make your partner a real partner. The myth of doing it all. Let's start doing about it. Working together towards equality. I read all the content, and I felt very happy. And thanks for this opportunity to read this book. And this is my again I'm saying this is my first book I read.
Hi, my name is Sai Kiran. I am studying in my college in Nungabakam. Confidence. My public speaking. My topic is confidence. Confidence is in walking about your room, thinking that you are better than anyone. People cannot be feel confidence unless you know about what you are going to prepare to give talk public. Increase the confidence. Have a person to public in speaking, public speaking. Include your experience, your hobbies. You need to narrow. Become to appreciate. This is a skill.
Hi everyone, this is Sri Kalandirka from Avidas Academy of Management. Today I am going to present a book, Start with Why, How Great Leaders Inspire Everyone to Take Action. The author of the book is Simon Sinek. First of all, I want to share few things about the author Simon Sinek to you all. Simon Sinek is an optimist. He teaches leaders and organizations how to inspire people. From members of Congress to foreign ambassadors, from small businesses to corporations like Microsoft and 3M, from Hollywood to the Pentagon. He has presented his ideas about the power of why. He has written 2 books, Leaders Eat Last and Start with Why, and is quoted frequently by national publications. Sinek also regularly shares 140 characters of inspiration on Twitter at Simon Sinek. Over a decade ago, Simon Sinek started a movement that inspired millions to demand purpose at work, to ask what was the why of their organization. Since then, millions are being touched by the power of his ideas, and these ideas remain as relevant and timely as ever. Start with why. Ask the questions. Why are some people and organizations more innovative, more influential, and more profitable than others? Why do some command greater loyalty from customers and employees alike? Even among the successful, why are so few able to repeat their success over and over? And then everyone has a question, I think so. What is the meaning of start with why? Start with why can be used to create and or inspire. It is the process that begins with a meaning or the soul of an idea. The book provides ways to conceptualize and dream before facing and breaking the barriers that hinder us. Why should I read Start with Why? In Start with Why, Sinek emphasizes that great leaders inspire action. They don't manipulate people to act. And they achieve this by articulating their why, the purpose, cause, or belief behind what they are doing. And I want to share a popular highlights in this book. Great companies don't hire skilled people and motivate them. They hire already motivated people and inspire them. There are only 2 ways to influence human behavior. You can manipulate it or you can inspire it. It's worth repeating. People don't buy what you do, they buy what you do it. And I want to share 8 takeaways I have taken from this book. The golden circle of why, how, and what. Essentially, science believes our sense of purpose, whether personally or professionally, is the key to success. The why, followed by the how, and the what are the 3 steps of achieving personal satisfaction, as well as being a great leader and growing a successful company. The second one is your marketing, inspirational or manipulative. You should know why your customers are your customers. It's literally one of the most important things you could know. If you are using manipulative marketing techniques such as low price, promotions, fear, aspirations, peer pressure, novelty factor, you are probably not focused on building long-term quality relationships with your customers based on their loyalty to your brand. Third one, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Apple is Synec's champion example of leading with why. By pitching products by saying, we believe in challenging the status quo and thinking differently. So we design our products to be beautiful and simple to use. Want to buy a computer from us? The overriding impression with which Apple leaves their audience's inspiration, appealing to people who also feel marketing and a clear sense of why is what enhances brand loyalty. And my fourth takeaway is your decisions should be consistent with your why. Companies and employees will be most successful if they align their why and make sure they both believe in the same things. If companies choose partnerships or leaders who do not support the company's why, this usually causes problems and loss of trust from customers and employees. And my fifth takeaway is building a wall versus building a cathedral. Sinek talks about two tradesmen, each laying bricks for years on a project to build a cathedral, which could never be finished in their lifetime. One man says he hates his job, he just puts bricks in line every day, every week. The other man is inspired. He does exactly the same job, but he loves it because he knows he is building a cathedral. Whilst the two men do the same job, one aligns with the mission and has a sense of other has a sense of purpose. And my sixth takeaway is tipping points, innovators, early adapters, early majority, late majority, and laggards. Sinek speaks about the curve in the quest to gain customers. Early adopters and innovators are alike. They will accept a certain amount of risk and performance issues in amount of risk and performance issues in order to use the newest products and services in the market. They are the people you need on board and believing in your why. You need to have penetrated between 15 to 18% of your target market before you can be successful at the tipping point. Even if you have a product which is great, you will struggle to reach the mass market unless you have a strong why that appeals to the innovators and early adopters. This is because most people won't try a new, untested product no matter how amazing it is. My seventh takeaway is you need your dream but have a plan. While the why is powerful, Sinek notes the importance of having a how and highlights that often the people to embody these aspects of a business are not one and the same. The founder and visionary probably partners up with the how person who knows how to make their vision a reality. An example would be Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak of Apple. My eighth takeaway is being successful versus feeling successful. Achievement is something you reach or attain like a goal. It is something tangible, clearly defined and measurable. Success in contrast is a feeling or state of being. I think this final point is something really powerful to take away. Achievements is what you do, but success is why. I want to convey my presentation by saying a two favorite quotes of Simon Sinek. Working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. Working hard for something we love is called passion. And the second one is the role of a leader is not to come up with all the great ideas. The role of a leader is to create an environment in which great ideas can happen. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.